What is up, everybody? Turboverse here today. So you have a video where apparently we have a post where a guy has sold his Xbox Series X to get a PS5, and now he says after he sold the Xbox Series X, he regrets it 2 weeks after doing it. So my stance on this is that if you want to get one of these new systems, they're already hard to get. If you can get one, it doesn't make any sense to sell that one to try to get the other one. You might as well just try to just save the one you have and get the other one later on. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you do this move? Sell your Xbox. The Xbox Series X is already hard to get. This is a hard system to get just to get a PS5, but then you already regret doing it. So it's like both these systems, like a lot of people said, they probably should have been delayed because there's not too much content on both systems. If you have both these systems, more than likely you're playing like the last generation games anyway. Once you be like the few exclusives they do have, you're mostly playing like your last generation PS4 and Xbox One games. So yeah, this sucks, but maybe this should be a learning lesson for other people. If you want to get like a PS5, you got the Xbox Series X, don't sell your Xbox Series X to get a PS5 because you're probably gonna regret it like this guy did. But we're gonna see some responses this guy has. These people have gave to this guy. So it says, "For shame, what's done is done. Nothing you can do about it right now. Bummer, dude." Sure, there is. You can sell it for $750 and buy another Series X for $650. I see them in my area all day long for $650. Then again, it'd be the same problem again. He might regret doing that deal though. So yeah, they're like they both have the pros and cons right now. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. Definitely wouldn't do that. Let's see. I have probably spent 300 hours on my Series X and roughly 10 hours on my PS5. PS5 was like an ugly H for hit and quit. Series X is a keyboard to build your game family with. Why would you buy a PS5 if you thought it was ugly and not play it? Why what a waste of money. Well, that's dumb. I got both the Series X and the PS5. Last time I saw my system was the PS3, and I still regret that. Never again. Hmm. I can understand some of the last generation systems like the PS4 and the Xbox One X once you have the Series X and the PS5 because you no longer need those systems. I don't see a reason to keep those systems because they play those games too. Yeah, so but selling the new generation systems that don't make any sense to me. That sucks. I play my Series X more than I play my PS5. Why would we care what you do? I took it S today. Should I post a topic about it? Coyote ugly. He had his beer goggles on and slash or have heavy makeup on. And in the morning with no makeup, it went from Tyra to Rosie. No matter how high you put your PS5 games on an imaginary pedestal, when it comes to collecting dust and spending money, PlayStation is a bad deal. Xbox will keep you busy with less money spent. I can wait for Horizon 2 on PS5 as long as I have games piling up on Game Pass, which I buy on PS5 with more money. PlayStation against Xbox is a major issue because unlike Nintendo, they get similar third-party titles. Nintendo is an oddball since it's mainly for its brand of titles and as you don't get anywhere, which are system sellers. Not to mention it's a cheap machine. So overall, it's the weakest system in terms of real value. You buy systems to spend money, and you can't spend buying all games that Xbox gamers will play on Game Pass for free. So pretty much this guy's pro Xbox. This post right here. I kind of agree with some of those points he's made. You kind of save a lot of money by buying a Game Pass service. You save a lot of money with the Game Pass service. On PlayStation, you gotta pay up to $70 for a lot of those major games. Um, like this person said, why not get both? I have a Series X and been putting money to the side to get a PS5. Hopefully, by the time I have the full amount, it's easier to get. Yeah, I'm in a realm of getting both. I don't see a reason to sell one to get the other one. It doesn't make any sense. And then you be like this guy and you regret selling the one that you did have to get the other one. There was some for sale around my area for $600. My son picked up one and sold it for profit to someone else, bought another one and did the same, and I'm effectively getting one for $200 out of pocket at all after all the transactions. And has a buyer for his Xbox One X for 300. Amazing what people are paying. Yeah, I could probably sell my Xbox One X too, but on like Craigslist or Facebook, but I don't want to deal with the hassle. I just deal with GameStop. They give me like 200 and something dollars for it and store credit. We got some rich efforts out here. I mean, it's not that hard to get both of them. I mean, I guess it is kind of hard to get both of them at this point right now. It is. Rule of thumb: it's never good to sell one console for another unless the new console also plays the games from the console you just sold. Facts. I agree with that statement. As for PS5, I feel like while PS5 isn't terrible hardware and has some features that are quite nice, Sony was less prepared for the PS5's launch than Microsoft was for the Xbox Series X's launch. I agree with that because there's so many features that is missing, like the whole external um, SSD support. They don't have that until like the summer, so it's definitely like, how are you missing a major feature like that until like the summertime? It's like you kind of like rush this thing out, and like the major games don't come out until like the next. I mean, the next one's Return, but the next one after that is going to be the Ratchet and Clank one, which comes out and like within I think June or July. So yeah, this thing could have been delayed. It's kind of like they rushed it out. Let's see. People around here always selling their consoles, then regret it. It cracks me up. That happens a lot. People always sell the consoles, then regret it. Considering Sony shut down Japan studios, I think it's better to have kept the X. I mean, the PS5 just started, and there is very few exclusives. Almost down to almost no studios. They close studios like crazy. Sometimes the truth is so bright it blinds you with its brilliance. Comes from this Xbox Series X. I understand as to why things may feel so different and uncomfortable. As did the. What is he talking about? Okay. You buy a PlayStation for third-party exclusives, now you have same game, different skin, first-party games. From my experience, your eyes will never adjust to the ugliness and cheap build quality of the PS5. Regret confirming you head back to Xbox Series X, and on that day you will be complete. Most likely I'll have both again, but I'm missing a good older depending on Xbox. It's really is a solid console and Game Pass. That Game Pass is a major feature, so yeah, this kind of sucks. This guy feels regret in making that decision of selling his Xbox to get a PS5, but I guess he learned a lesson not to sell a console for another console. That doesn't make any sense because you're always gonna regret that deal. That's like that's not a good idea to do. So yeah, I guess he just waits until like their PS5 is like really available again. I don't know. But that concludes this video. Definitely see your comments about this down below. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.